Hello guys, today we are going to attempt to create this. It's actually a Sky News replica. We're going to try to create a Sky News style of logo animation. So let's get started. So first you need to create a new composition. Then you're going to name this composition. I'll make the resolution 1920 by 1080 and leave this at 30 frames per second, and then leave the entire duration to 7 seconds. And then hit OK. Now right click on your timeline, go to new and create a new solid layer. This is going to serve as our background. Of course, you can always remove it to render a transparent background so that you can show it over any video. I'm going to name this BG and then make comp size, any color will do. Then search for the fill effect and add it to it. Switch this panel to effects and control, then you can change this to whatever color you like. So I'm gonna simply change it to gray and then hit OK. We're gonna create the template from which we're gonna animate. But we're gonna create this so that you can reuse it. Of course, you can download the template from the link in the description. You're free to use it for whatever you may like. You can also leave a comment, like the video. If you already don't subscribe, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That keeps me encouraged. So let's create the template. Now we're going to create a new composition. This composition right now is going to be the first text. Then I'm going to make this 500 pixel by 250. Then hit OK. This is going to be holding the first text. So now switch this panel to your project manager window. Just duplicate that first text so that we'll have the second text. Double click on the first text and add whatever text you may like. I'm just going to keep this simple. Double click the second text comp and then add your text. Usually I'll just add news. So now go back to your main composition. Drag and drop the two text layer into the comp. I'm going to arrange it like this. Right click onto your timeline, go to new and create a new null object. We're going to name this logo control. Align it to center. I'm going to move this logo controller to in between the text. Then select both compositions and then make it a child of the null object. Select the null object now and align it to center. That will automatically align everything you can see here to center. Select both compositions, go to your effect and preset and then search for the fill effect. This will allow us control the colors of the text. So I can change that to whatever I like. I'm going to select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle over this news. Feel free to make it whatever size you want. So move it below all the layer hierarchy except of course the background. I'm gonna also make this a child of the logo control so that the logo controller can control everything. Select the shape layer and change the fill color. I'm gonna move this to be red completely. If I'm using this to be red, I'm gonna change the text color that is above it. I'm gonna change that to white. I'm also gonna change the hierarchy arrangement. I'm gonna select the text2 and the shape layer and make it a child of the text1. This is very important, guys. If you really want it to look like the Sky News style, this step is very important. So that the first thing I'm gonna do is to move my time indicator to forward in time. Any parts later we're gonna arrange the keyframes. I'll select the text1, hit P on my keyboard to reveal the position property and set a keyframe. Then I'll just move back a bit and then go to the align window and align it to center. Select the shape layer. Hit Y on your keyboard to activate the anchor tool. So I'm going to move the anchor point to the left, then hit S on my keyboard to reveal the scale property. I'm gonna go to the last keyframe for the position for the text, change the scale for X to 0, select both keyframes, right click on them to easy ease, then go into your speed graph to edit the speed like this. Now expand the rectangle tool, change the roundness to about 20, collapse the options. We will need to duplicate this shape layer, then move it above the second text and change the track matte to alpha matte, the upper text. The same shape revealing the news hour. Beautiful. So now we're gonna come to this point, select the first text and hit S on your keyboard to reveal the scale properties. Scale this to whatever size you like. So I'm gonna make this 80 and then set a keyframe. Then I'll come back to 0 and make this about 130. Now you have this. Beautiful. Select the BG layer, Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate it, then move it above the first text composition. Then I'm going to change this so that I can see what I'm doing. Any color right here will serve. So select the ellipse tool on the solid layer, mask it out, hit F on your keyboard to reveal the feather property, increase the feather. Then I'm going to go to about this first keyframe on the first text layer and then hit S on that solid layer I just masked, then set a keyframe for the scale, then move back to 0 and set the value of the scale to 0. Select your two keyframes, easy ease them, select your first text, go to the track matte and set it to alpha matte, the shape layer. Edit your speed graph to match the text layer. Basically this is what you have now. So let's add more beauty to what we have created. So select the first text layer and add a drop shadow. Adjust your settings. All I did now is just to adjust the distance and the softness. Then I have this. So if you like, at this point you can also add drop shadow to the red box right here. I'm gonna quickly do that, or you can simply just copy this shadow effect and then paste it on the solid layer. This is where the logo control becomes handy. You can use it to control the entire size of the logo on your screen. So if you hit S on your keyboard right now, you can just simply scale this down to whatever you like. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching this very one. If you have any question, please leave your comment in the comment section. You can find the link to download this template on the description of this video. Until I see you again on the next one, my name is SSB Otaru for MotionDigit Studios.